Okay, welcome. I'm going to take you through some laws of indices. So we are going to learn indices. We are going to learn indices. But before then, let's understand some terms in indices. Let's understand some terms. Before we understand the basic laws, let's understand some terms. So let's say you have X and you have A here on top. In indices, the A is called the exponent or the power. A is called the exponent or the power. Then the X is called the base. The X is called the base. So how do you call it? This is X exponent or power what? A. So if I have 3 exponent what? 2, it means 3 exponent 2. So the 2 is my exponent and the 3 is my base. The 2 is my exponent and the 3 is my base. So I'm going to have 3 exponent 2. What is the meaning of this? It means that I'm going to have the base 2 times. I'm going to have 3 times 3. How many are they? Sorry. 3 times 3. How many are they? 1, 2. So exponent 2. So this means that 3 exponent 2, which means 3 times 3. If I have 3 exponent 3, it means I'm going to have the base, which is 3 here, 3 times. So I'm going to have 3 times 3 times 3. So 3 times 3 is 9, times 3 is what? 27. If I have 4 exponent 2, this means that I have the base being 4, I have the exponent or the power, which is 2. So I'm going to have 4 times 4, which is 4 times 4, 16. That is indices. Now let's look at some basic laws. Some basic laws. Now you know the base, you know the exponent. If I'm multiplying the base, for example, let's start with the first one, A. I'm going to have x exponent A times x exponent A times x exponent B. If I multiply the base, so x exponent A times x exponent B, this means that if I'm multiplying the two indices, the x and x, if the base are the same, if they are the same, x, I'm going to pick one and add the exponents and add the power. So I'm going to have A plus B. For example, if I have 3 exponent 2 times 3 exponent 2, because I have the same base, I'm going to pick one, which is 3, and I'll add the exponent, which is 2 and 2. So I'm going to have 2 plus 2. So I'm going to have 3 exponent what? 4, which is the same thing as 3 times 3 times 3 times 3, 4 times. If I have 3 exponent 2 times 9, now I have to make this base to look like this base. So I'm going to have 3 exponent 2 times 3 exponent 2, because 3 exponent 2 is 9. I didn't change anything. I didn't change anything. So 3 exponent 2 is the same thing as a 9. So now I have the same base. I have the same base. So I'm going to pick one and add the exponent, which is 2 plus 2. So 2 plus 2, so 3 exponent 4. That is the first law I want us to understand. The second law is that B, I'm going to pick M exponent A divided by M, the same base, exponent B. If I have the same base, but I'm dividing, but I have the same base. I'll pick one of the base, I'll pick one, then I'll subtract the exponent. So A minus B. But if I'm multiplying the base, then I'll pick one and add the exponent. But in this case, I'm subtracting. I'm subtracting the exponent because I have a division sign between the m and the m. So if I have 3 exponent 2, 3 exponent 1, which means I'm going to pick one because the base are the same. So 3 exponent 2 minus 1. I'm subtracting the powers because I have the division here. Okay, the third one is that any number exponent 0 is equal to 1. Any number exponent 0 is equal to 1. So if I have 100 exponent 0 is equal to 1. So you should know that. Any number exponent 0 is equal to 1. Then D, 1 on A is the same thing as A exponent minus 1. And A exponent minus 1 is the same thing as 1 over A. So if I have 1 on 100, it is the same thing as 100 exponent 1 minus 1. Exponent minus 1. Okay. Okay. So if we understand the basic laws of indices, let's look at this question. This is SSSC 1997 question 4. If 3 exponent m times 3 exponent n is equal to 243 and 3 exponent m divided by 3 exponent 2n is equal to 9, write down two equations connecting m and n. Then hence find the values of m and n. So we are going to write two equations connecting m and n. So the first equation here is what? 3. The first equation here is what? 3 exponent m times 3 exponent n is equal to 243. According to the laws of indices, if you make the bases the same, you can pick the exponents. So I have the same base here, which is 3, with this base, which is 3. But I don't have the same base here. So the base here 3, 3, here 2 should be 3. So 3 exponent what will give you 243? That's the question you should ask yourself. 3 exponent what should give you 243? So this is equation 1. So I have 3 exponent m times 3 exponent n is equal to, when I have 3 exponent 5, you can press your calculator. If I have 3 exponent 5, I can get 243. So I didn't change anything. So 3 exponent 5 is 243. Now I have the same base, 3, 3, 3. So they can cancel out. Then I'll pick m, the exponent. If they multiply each other, what do? I add the exponent. So plus n is equal to what? 5. So this is my first equation, because they say we should write down two equations connecting m and n. That is my first equation. Now, the second equation is 3, we pick it from here, 3 exponent m divided by 3 exponent 2n is equal to 9. My first question is, I'm going to make all the bases the same. So 3, 3 the same, but here is 9. What should I do so that I have the same base here like these ones? So 3 exponent m, 3 exponent 2n is equal to, if I write 3 here, 3 exponent what number will give me the 9, so that I will not change anything here. So 3 exponent 2 is 9. You can press your calculator. So 3 exponent 2 is 9. So I now have the same what? Base. So what do I do? This one is dividing. So if you are dividing and the base are the same, what do? You subtract the what? The exponent. So this is my second equation. This will cancel this, leaving only the exponents. So I'm going to have what? m, which is the exponent here, I will subtract from 2n, the exponent here, is equal to what? 2. This is my second equation. You are done with the first part of the question. Write down two equations connecting m and n. So this is equation 1 and this is equation 2. I take that again. You are done with the what? The first part of the what? The question, which is what? Write down two equations connecting m and n. Now the second part is that we are going to find the values of m and n. We have two equations. So we are going to work equation 1 and equation 2 simultaneously. So I will use the substitution method. Using the substitution method. If you use the elimination method too, it's very simple. So you just subtract equation 1 from equation 2, then you have your m being 0, then you get your n. But I'll go by the substitution method. So from equation 1, this is equation 1. From equation 1, we can make m the subject. We can make m the subject here. So from equation 1, this means equating EQN from equation 1, comma, make m the subject. You can decide to also make what? N the subject. Make m the subject. Okay. Make m the subject. Make m the subject. So if I want to make m the subject here, which means I should make m to stand alone, then I'll send the n to the other side of the equation. So I have 5 here minus what? N. So this is equation what? 3. So I'm going to put equation what? 3 into equation 2. So I'm going to put m in place of what? Equation 2. So anywhere I see m in equation 2, I replace it with what? 5 minus n. So equation 2 is what? M minus 2n is equal to 2. So anywhere I see m in equation 2, I put 5 minus n. So 5 minus n, that is m, minus 2n is equal to 2. So I'm going to solve for n. So 5 minus n minus 2n is equal to 2. So I'm going to have 5 minus 3n is equal to 2. I will send the 3 to this side of the equation. I have 5. I'll bring this 2 here, minus 2. I will send the 3n here. It's equal to plus 3n. So 5 minus 2 is 3. 3n. I want to get my n. What do I do? I want to get my n. What do I do? I'm going to divide here. I want to get my n. So I divide both sides by 3. I divide both sides by 3. So this 3 will cancel this 3, leaving n is equal to 1. Now put n is equal to 1 into equation 3. This is equation 3. So m is equal to 5 minus n. And now our n is 1. So 5 minus 1. So m is equal to 4. So going back to the equation, write down two equations connecting m and n. So these are our two equations. M plus n is equal to 5 and m minus 2n is equal to 2. Then the second part, we should find the values of m and n. So m is 4, n is 1. N is 4, n is 1. Okay, thank you very much. This is another question. If 2 exponent x plus 2 times 8 exponent x is equal to 1, we should find the value of x. We are going to find the value of x. Okay. The equation is what? 2 exponent x plus 2 times 8 exponent x is equal to 1. So when you have an equation like this, the first thing that should come to your mind is, I'm going to make all the base what? The same. So if here is 2, here it should be 2, here should be 2. If here is 3, here should be 3, here should be 3. So making the base the same. So already I have my 2 here. So x plus 2 times 2 times what will give you 8? Or 2 exponent what will give you 8? Sorry. So and I have 2. So 2 times 2 is 4, times 2 again 8, so 3 of them. So exponent what? 3. But I already have my x here, so exponents multiply each other. Exponents multiply each other. So this is exponent, this is another exponent, so 3x. They multiply each other. So it's equal to, here is 1. So 2 exponent what? Because I want all my base to be the same. 2 exponent what will give you 1. 2 exponent 0. Any number exponent 0 is 1, isn't it? So 2 exponent 0 is 1. Now I have all my distance the same, the base. So I can what? Cancel out. And cancel out. If I'm multiplying the base, what do I do to the exponent? I add them. So I'm going to have x here plus 2 here. Then I'll add it to this exponent, which is 3x, to give me what? 0. That's the exponent here. So I'm going to work this linear equation. So I'm going to have x plus 3x. I'm going to have 4x plus 2 is equal to what? 0. So I want to send this to the other side of the equation. So this is positive. As it crosses the equal sign, it becomes what? Negative. So 4x is equal to minus 2. I want to get my x. What do? I divide both sides by 4. I divide both sides by 4. So I'm going to have x is equal to minus 1 and 2. This is my answer. This is my answer.